I just wanted to give a quick tutorial here on how to have your students access their school email account. Obviously, they are going to need to get into their school email account in the coming week here, starting on April 27th when we go to planned instruction. Many or actually all of our teachers are going to a Google Classroom setting, which is a virtual classroom. But the number one thing right now is that students are getting into their school email. So if you are in your search engine and go into Google and just access Gmail, Gmail is just the Google's email system, and being the fact that Mount Carmel is a G Suite school, we use Google through everything. This is how you would access that. Obviously, when you click that, you're going to come through and you're going to have to type in your username and password. You're going to see here my username's already in here. You need to make sure that you're going on your Mount Carmel area account. Most students should know their accounts. It's the same thing that they use to get into their Chromebooks at school. It is their the first two numbers are their graduation year. So for example, fourth grade, they would be 28 and their first initial and then their last name. And then they always need to follow it out with the @ sign and then mca.k12.pa.us for their username. Once they click on that, they're going to include and enter in their password. Again, this is the same password that they're using to get into their Chromebooks at school. If for any reason your child forgets their password or doesn't know it, please make sure you are contacting their homeroom teacher so they can reset that for them. So I'm going to type in my password here and hit next. Obviously, if you have a Google Classroom invite, you're going to see this here. You would click in here and accept it, but from now on, up here in the right-hand side, you're going to see this Google Apps. Looks like a little checkerboard. You're going to pull down on it, and you're going to see this app here called Classroom. And what's going to happen is you're going to open up, and this is going to be the student's Google Classroom. Now, obviously, this is my version of Google Classroom, and you're going to see that in my classroom, I have these different boxes, and each one of these is my different classrooms for each class period I teach. What you're going to see on your end, especially for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, is each box would be a different classroom they would be in. So they would have a math classroom, they would have an ELA, they would have a science and a social studies. If you're a younger student, then obviously they would just have one classroom that they would be clicking in order to get in. So if you click into this account here, you're going to notice that it's kind of like almost like a little Facebook feed or a classroom feed. Over here in the left-hand side here, you're going to see if there's any assignments due that your teacher had assigned to the class. And as you scroll down here, you're going to see little feeds as far as getting into their classroom. So you can see I created a little intro here for my students when they came into Google Classroom. You're going to see I also included a video. Your teachers are going to be doing a video daily for you. You're going to click on that. Different things that you're going to be able to do throughout this. So again, big important thing right now is getting your child logged into their email. They must accept the Google Classroom invite from their teacher that they are sending them. And then from here on out, you're going to always access the Google Classroom by clicking over here on the right-hand side, this Google Apps, and again, scrolling down, and this little chalkboard classroom button here is going to open that up. The good thing about Google Classroom is if you have a tablet, an iPad, iPhone, anything like that, there is an app for Google Classroom that you can download that instead of going through email and doing all that stuff, you could literally just click the Google Classroom and everything there is there for the students. So again, biggest thing right now is that students are logging into emails, accepting their invitations from their teachers, and that they are just getting comfortable logging into Google Classroom for our start on April 27th. I hope this was helpful. Again, if you have any questions, please contact your child's homeroom teacher and they could obviously help you with whatever you need.